Tom Brady has been getting the ball out extremely quickly this season. As I said, in fact, he's averaging just 2.48 seconds per attempt. That's the second fastest rate in the NFL, and that in turn has helped Brady stay clean, right? He's been pressured at the lowest rate of any quarterback. The only problem, though, is the last time Brady faced the Rams in Week 3, he was pressured on a season-high 27% of his dropbacks. So, Dan, will the quick passes that we've seen become so synonymous with Brady be a big part of Sunday's game plan?
I think it'll be the majority part of their game plan. I think the game will come down to, or at least the key for the Rams defensively, is how well they tackle when the ball does come out of Brady's hands. Tom's not going to lose this game because he's going to sit back and take 6 sacks against this defensive line. He knows that Tristan Wirfs is unlikely to play and how good they were in the first game when it came to pressure. He knows that they blitzed Jalen Ramsey a ton off the nickel last time these teams played, and Tampa Bay could not block him. It forced Brady to get the ball out of his hands quicker than he wanted to. So Tom's not going to sit back there in the pocket and go, okay, we're going to be good. The ball's going to come out, and I think that the Rams defense needs to be aware of that and understanding that if they fire Jalen Ramsey, like, that ball's going to come out, and if the ball gets completed, like, they got to do a tremendous job of tackling. I do think the short passing game, getting the ball to the backs will be a big part of that, but if the Rams do a really good job of understanding that and then tackling well and forcing Tampa to have to hold the ball and play in obvious passing situations, this front for the Los Angeles Rams should have the opportunity to dominate the football game.
Dan is absolutely right. Tom Brady's going to get the football out of his hands extremely fast because of the pass rush. And not necessarily saying that, like Dan said, not about the sacks. It's about the hurrying. It's about putting him in a situation that he doesn't want to be in. When you pressure a quarterback and he's not ready to throw, that is a problem for wide receivers. If you ask the receiver to run a 12 to 14-yard curl and he's running his depth, but the quarterback has to get rid of the football, that's an incomplete. Or if the receiver decides to hurry up his route because he understands that his quarterback is under duress throughout the course of the game, that affects the passing game. So it's just not about getting to Tom Brady and sacking him. It's about the pressure. It's about causing havoc. And I think Aaron Donald and Von Miller certainly can do that.
Yeah, fellas, that's why I think it's so important. Look, we obviously Fournette is hopefully trending towards playing, but Dan, you make a great point and key. It's the tackling in the backfield. If Tampa can hit them with a couple quick passes and gain 10, 15 yards after you make a guy miss, and that's why I think Leonard Fournette is going to be so vital. Gio Bernard is going to be vital because when you find those matchups against pressure where you have them against a linebacker, will those guys be able to make those guys miss and turn them into explosive plays? And in turn, that will slow down the Los Angeles Rams. I'm telling you, as a defensive guy, you get burned 2 or 3 times when you send in pressure, you got to rethink about how you want to attack a football team. So it's going to be imperative for these backs in this offense, especially if Leonard Fournette plays, not only to have that rapport with Brady to catch the ball, but also get some yards after catch after they make it happen to slow this rush down in that regard as well.
Yeah, Dan, how crucial is that timing with Brady's weapons as receivers?
Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, to Marcus's point, we've been talking about Brady getting the football out. Like, as an offensive guy, I don't care if you get pressure on me, if I get the ball out, and then my guy is making you miss. Keep bringing pressure. I honestly don't care. So it's important for everyone at home to understand the correlation between getting the ball out of Brady's hands quickly, which he's going to do because of the injuries and the pressure, but also tackling well and not – if I'm dumping the ball off and I'm going to get 13 yards, 12, fine, great. You're making my job easier. So the tackling is going to be paramount. I also say this, Marcus, you know it's a little bit better than I, but, you know, if I'm Tampa Bay, I'm also going to figure out ways to get in max protection and take shots down the field. Yeah. Double move shots, try to put 100%. Mike Evans over the top. Sean would know about that. So they got to do a very good job of being aware of it, but also not, you know, just being bored with some of the short passes that are going to come their way.
But see, Dan, that's the problem that I have when you get into max protection, right? You still going up against Von Miller and Aaron Donald and company. Max protection turns into a quick game for you because you're now rushing your throws.
Sure.
All right, so guys,
hey, fellas, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Quick though, we got like 20 seconds.
I want to make one point. Last week, the Cardinals wasn't able to exploit these new safeties. You know damn well Tom will.
Yeah.
So you better be very careful about how you pressure as well if you're the Los Angeles Rams. Different situation.
Yeah, Tom Brady, by the way, 14-2 in his career in the divisional round of the playoffs, winning 9 straight.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.